What if your life isn't a series of random events, but a meticulously planned expedition? What if the family you were born into, the exact moment in history, the people who either changed you forever or simply drifted by, were all handpicked by you? The blueprint for this journey is your soul contract. Imagine that before you took your first breath, you were the master architect of your own existence. You laid out a grand design, selecting every single brick and beam your family, your greatest strengths, your most challenging trials, and every crucial encounter. You were orchestrating the entire symphony of your life. But this grand design session happened in a reality beyond our physical one. The instant you arrive here, a sacred amnesia kicks in. This forgetting is not a system error, it's a core feature of the experience. If you came in with a perfect memory of the entire script, knowing every twist and turn, where would be the discovery? What would be the point of choice? Free will would be a performance, not an authentic power. This sacred amnesia is the ultimate gift. It guarantees your choices are real, your victories are earned, and you build strength from within, not from a cheat sheet. It's like learning to ride a bike. If you always had training wheels, you'd never master the art of balance. But here is the secret most people miss. While the amnesia clouds your conscious mind, it doesn't delete the master plan. The data is still there, filed away in your subconscious, your gut feelings, your deepest knowings. It speaks to you through hunches, gut reactions, dreamscapes, and that quiet inner compass that always points north if you just quiet down enough to feel it. This forgetting also enables something incredible, the ability to transcend your own plan. Your soul contract isn't a cage, it's a launch pad. You possess complete freedom to innovate on the script, to achieve things even your higher self couldn't have foreseen, to expand in directions that surprise even the architect. Countless people drift through life on autopilot, reacting to social cues, chasing validation, and never once looking at the map they carry inside. But if you're listening to this, you're already different. An alarm clock is going off within you. A part of you is stirring, wanting to remember. The reality is recovering the knowledge of your soul contract isn't about time travel or retrieving a lost file. It's about becoming fully awake to who you are right now. It's about learning to read the language of your own life, the patterns, the nudges, the cosmic winks that have been trying to get your attention all along. Your soul contract is not an unchangeable fate you must endure. It's the map you personally drafted, a field guide you authored for yourself back when your perspective was infinite. And now, here, with a focused consciousness, but the ultimate power of choice, you get the profound opportunity to rediscover that map and decide how to navigate the terrain. Let's break down exactly how to do this, how to tune into the frequency your soul is always broadcasting on, how to decode the recurring themes of your life, and how to harness that intel to live with immense clarity and power. Because let's be clear, you didn't forget by mistake. You forgot so that you could remember with a power that changes everything. Your soul has never gone silent. It sends out constant dispatches, using channels your logical mind is trained to label as coincidence. But in a conscious universe, there are no coincidences. There are only carefully orchestrated synchronicities, messages delivered by divine appointment. The first signal is this very synchronicity. It's those moments when a question burns in your mind and the answer appears on a billboard minutes later. When you're wrestling with a problem and a stranger's conversation behind you lays out the perfect solution. It's seeing the same sequence of numbers everywhere for a week, or when every podcast, article, and chat you have converges on one single theme that's directly relevant to you. I recall being paralyzed by a career choice. For a solid 2 weeks, every single thing I encountered, from a movie plot to a line in a song, to graffiti on a wall, was about the necessity of forging your own trail. My soul wasn't whispering, it was shouting through a megaphone, "Hello, this is the path." Dreams are another high-speed connection. Your soul loves the dream state because your logical brain is offline, making you a receptive satellite for symbolic data. Recurring dreams are neon signs. If you're always dreaming, you can breathe underwater. Your soul might be telling you that you are built to navigate deep emotional currents. If you dream you are a builder, piecing things together, it may be a hint about your true purpose. But some signals are anything but subtle. Your soul communicates through powerful physical feedback. Have you ever walked into a room and been hit with a wave of energy, a feeling you've been there before? Or met a stranger and felt an instant, inexplicable bond like a family reunion? This isn't your imagination playing tricks. These are soul-level recognitions, cellular memories of connections that predate this life. Your intuition is probably the most direct line your soul has. That gut feeling that screams no when a deal looks perfect on paper, or the quiet pull to take a different route home that leads to a wonderful discovery. Your intuition is your soul's direct advisory, feeding you intelligence based on the full contract. Then there are signals through your emotional hotspots. Have you ever noticed that some situations ignite a surprisingly strong reaction in you? A flare of deep anger at a small act of unfairness, or a profound sense of peace when you are in nature. These outsized emotional responses are your soul flagging key elements of its mission. Repetitive roadblocks are also powerful signs. When you push toward a goal that's misaligned with your contract, the universe will gently or forcefully place obstacles in your way. This isn't punishment, it's course correction. If one specific path feels like you're constantly swimming upstream against a powerful current, your soul might be telling you you're in the wrong river. Conversely, when you are on the right track, life flows. Doors you didn't even know existed swing open, the right people appear, and resources seem to find you. The universe is literally conspiring to help you succeed because you are fulfilling the plan. Your greatest fears are also coded messages. Very often, the thing we are most terrified of is directly linked to our purpose. A fear of public speaking could mean your soul's mission is to be a powerful communicator. A fear of abandonment could point to a mission of teaching unconditional self-love. The people in your life are walking, talking signs, especially the ones who detonate major changes or who frustrate you to no end. They are often mirrors, showing you parts of yourself that you agreed to work on as part of your soul's curriculum. Even your peculiar tastes and passions are clues. Why are you obsessed with ancient Rome, with quantum physics, with a specific genre of music? Why do certain landscapes feel like coming home? These affinities can be echoes of past life expertise relevant to your current contract. The most crucial step is simply to start paying attention. Your soul's broadcast is on 24/7, but you have to switch off autopilot and tune in. Start a journal for cosmic winks. Pay attention to your dreams. Notice your emotional triggers. Listen to that quiet inner voice. Have you ever stepped back and really examined the repeating chapters in the story of your life? The themes that show up again and again, no matter who you're with or where you live. Let's begin with relationship dynamics. Do you keep getting involved with the exact same character, just in a different costume? Do you repeatedly find yourself in the same conflict or playing the same part? The peacemaker, the victim, the leader. These are not random bad luck. They are breadcrumbs leading back to your soul contract. If you constantly attract partners who are emotionally unavailable, your soul might have set up a curriculum on self-reliance and finding worth from within. If you consistently find yourself needing to stand up for your beliefs, perhaps your mission is to embody courage and integrity. If you're always the one fixing things, your soul may be mastering the art of service and unconditional love. Professional patterns are just as revealing. Are you repeatedly pulled toward careers where you communicate or teach? Or do you always end up managing projects and people? Perhaps you only feel alive when doing something creative or something requiring intense analytical focus. These pulls are not accidents. They point to the toolbox of skills your soul packed for this journey. But not all patterns feel like strengths. Some are recurring hurdles your soul chose for its own development. Do you have a lifelong pattern of financial struggle? Do you constantly battle with self-doubt? Do you always feel like an outsider? These are not curses. They are your soul's chosen workout routine. Think of it like this: your soul is a spiritual athlete. It doesn't pick the easy weights. It specifically chooses the exercises that will build the exact muscles it wants to develop. If your life is full of situations that demand forgiveness, it's because your soul is aiming for mastery in compassion. If you keep experiencing betrayal, it's because your soul is determined to master unwavering self-trust. Family dynamics are especially potent. Are you the family anchor, the black sheep, the confidant? Your family unit was literally the first training ground your soul selected. And the role you inhabit, there is a massive clue about your primary lessons. Let's examine cycles of gain and loss. Do you always build something up, only to see it fall apart and have to start again? These seemingly frustrating loops are spiritual conditioning. Your soul could be teaching you non-attachment, the fluid nature of reality, and your own infinite capacity for resilience. Health patterns are also a form of communication. Chronic sore throats. Your soul might be pushing you to speak your truth. Persistent stomach issues. You might be learning what energies and situations you should or should not digest. These are not literal diagnoses, but symbolic pointers. Even your relationship with time reveals a pattern. Are you always rushing or always waiting? Do things always crystallize at the 11th hour? These tendencies expose how your soul is working with themes of trust, control, and flow. The key is to look at these patterns with curiosity, not criticism. It's not about good or bad. It's about decoding. Each pattern is a portal into your soul's agenda. When you spot one, ask, what is this theme trying to chisel in me? What quality is it designed to forge? Often, your greatest struggles are guarding your greatest breakthroughs. Your soul doesn't care about an easy life. It cares about a meaningful one. Once you name a pattern, you are no longer its prisoner. You can consciously decide how to engage with it the next time it arises. You can ask, how can I leverage this? How do I alchemize this repetition into revelation? Remember, you are not a victim of your life's patterns. You are their author. Your soul designed each one for a very specific evolution. When you grasp this, patterns cease to be problems and become portals to your own awakening. Now that you can spot the signals and see the patterns, it's time to go direct. Regressive meditation is one of the most direct ways to open a line of communication with your higher self about the soul contract. Think of it as sitting down for a coffee with the part of you that has the blueprint. But before you start, grasp this crucial point. These memories are already within you. They aren't lost. They're simply stored in a deeper part of your internal hard drive, waiting for you to create the right conditions for access. First, create a sacred container. Find a space where you know you won't be disturbed for 30 minutes. Silence your phone. Lock the door. Tell your family. Your soul needs to know you are taking this meeting seriously. Lie down in a state of relaxed awareness. Comfortable, but not so cozy you'll drift off to sleep. Close your eyes and begin with box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. Repeat this cycle at least 10 times, feeling your physical body get heavier and more relaxed with each breath. Now, imagine a sphere of brilliant white light forming around you. This is the light of your own soul's protection. Feel it seeping into your body, creating a bubble of perfect safety. You are building a secure connection for your inner journey. With your body calm and your space secure, begin to imagine yourself walking down a beautiful, ancient stone path in a forest. With each step you take, you move deeper into your own consciousness. 1, 2, 3. Keep walking until you arrive at a perfectly still, clear lake. The moonlight illuminates everything. At the edge of this lake, look into the water and see a reflection. But it's not just your physical self. It is a luminous, wise, peaceful version of you. Your higher self, your own expanded consciousness. It may appear as an ethereal you, a ball of light, or just a felt sense of profound peace and intelligence. This being is you, the version of you that signed the contract. Greet it with reverence and love. Say in your mind, I am here to remember. I am open to receiving the guidance that serves my highest good right now. Then ask your questions. Be direct. What was the primary lesson I chose for this life? Why did I choose the family I have? What is my most important gift to share? How can I align more fully with my path? Pose one question at a time, and then just listen. Be patient. The answers might arrive as clear thoughts, as visual images, as a wave of emotion, or simply as a sudden knowing that feels deeply true. Do not judge or force the process. If an answer doesn't come, that's okay. The act of asking begins the process, and your soul may deliver the information later, through a dream or a synchronicity. The goal is to build this conscious bridge. If you can make this connection a regular practice, your growth will skyrocket. This is why I created the Quantum Alignment Protocol, a 21-day guided journey to systematically elevate your frequency and master conscious creation. For 3 weeks, you get daily tools to rewrite your mental programming and start manifesting the reality your soul intended. Find the link in the first comment below. Back to your inner journey. During this meditation, you can also ask for a specific scene. Show me a moment from my contract planning. See yourself as a being of light, collaborating with other souls, mapping out your upcoming adventure. You might glimpse the moment you chose your parents, or the talents you packed in your spiritual suitcase. This may feel like make-believe at first, but with practice, you will learn to discern the feel of soul memory from simple imagination. An advanced step is to ask to see the past life that is most impacting your current contract. Your soul might flash an image that explains a lifelong fear, a natural talent, or a challenging relationship. This is not about getting lost in the past. This is a personal journey to unlock your present. Even if the information feels symbolic, trust that it contains a truth about your soul's story. When you feel your session is winding down, thank your higher self and begin your walk back up the stone path, returning to your waking awareness. Come back slowly, bringing the wisdom with you. As soon as you open your eyes, grab a journal and write down everything, no matter how small or strange. Don't analyze yet, just capture the data. Treat this as a skill. The more you practice, the stronger and clearer the connection becomes. Your soul learns to trust you with more information as it sees your commitment. In time, you can use this for specific guidance. Before a big decision, consult your inner wisdom. Before starting a new relationship, check in with your higher self. Before a career change, ask if it's on your soul's map. Your natural talents aren't flukes of genetics or lucky breaks. They are the purpose-built tools your soul chose to equip you with for this life. They are skills honed over lifetimes, brought back online specifically for your current mission. Consider this: a child who instinctively knows how to diffuse a tense situation didn't take a diplomacy course. A person who can walk into a chaotic space and immediately see how to organize it wasn't born with a project management degree. Someone who just gets what another person is feeling isn't necessarily a trained therapist. These are soul signatures, spiritual DNA, the echoes of past mastery showing up in your personality. Let's try something practical. Think of the things you just know how to do, things that come easily to you, even without being taught. The skills people say you have a knack for. It could be storytelling, troubleshooting tech problems, explaining complex ideas in simple terms, or creating a sense of belonging. Now, notice what energizes you versus what depletes you. You might slog through an 8-hour workday and feel drained, but then spend 4 hours passionately working on a personal project and feel more alive than ever. That's your soul telling you that the second activity is aligned with your core gifts, while the first may be at odds with them. Your gifts aren't just what you do well. They are character traits that serve a purpose. Are you intensely curious? That's a tool for discovery and truth-telling. Are you deeply sensitive? That's a tool for understanding subtle energies and facilitating emotional connection. Often, your greatest gifts are disguised as things you've been told are flaws. Are you too intense? That intensity might be the precise engine needed to drive a major project or social change. Are you too quiet? That quietness might be a gift for deep listening and observation. Do you dream too much? Your mission might be to bring new visions into the world. A powerful clue is this. What were you doing as a child that made you lose all track of time before you learned what was useful or marketable? What did you do just for the love of it? Did you build worlds with blocks, talk to animals, organize your toys into complex systems, create elaborate stories? These childhood passions are pure, unfiltered signals from your soul about what it came here to express and master. Now, I want you to hit pause and do something. In the comments, write down just one of your natural gifts. It could be making people feel at ease. It could be a green thumb. It could be a sharp sense of direction. Just one thing. I want us to see the incredible spectrum of soul tools in this community. Continuing on, your gifts are also revealed by what outrages you in the world. If you cannot stand seeing potential wasted, you likely have gifts for mentorship and coaching. If organized chaos drives you crazy, you may have a gift for bringing order and harmony. If you are deeply pained by cruelty to animals, you likely have gifts as a caretaker and protector. Pay attention to the compliments you tend to dismiss. Not the generic, good job, but the heartfelt, specific feedback people give you. You have a way of making complex things simple. I always feel better after talking to you. You explained that in a way I could finally understand. These are real-time reports of your gifts making an impact. Then there's the invisible gift, the ability that's so second nature to you, you assume everyone can do it. You might have an incredible ability to mediate conflicts, and you just think you're being reasonable, not realizing it's a highly specialized spiritual skill. A great way to spot these is to ask, what do people always ask me for help with? If they always come to you for advice on personal dilemmas, you have a gift for counsel. If they always ask you to plan the party, you have a gift for creating community and joy. Your gifts are also hinted at by the subjects you're irrationally drawn to. Why do you devour books on ancient civilizations, marine biology, or astrophysics? These are not random hobbies. It's your soul gravitating toward fields where it has a deep well of existing knowledge. Finally, remember this: your gifts were never meant to be hidden. They are your soul's contribution to the great project of human consciousness. When you use your gifts to serve, you light up a critical part of your soul contract. The Akashic records are like the universe's holographic cloud server, an infinite energetic library that archives every thought, emotion, and experience of every soul across all lifetimes. It's the master database that holds not only your personal journey, but every contract, every agreement, and every pre-life plan ever made. Picture a library that exists beyond space and time, where every book is a soul, every chapter a lifetime, and every page an experience. Your personal file contains it all: your soul's entire history, your current blueprint, your potential futures, and crucially, the specific details of your present day soul contract. The term Akashic is from the Sanskrit word Akasha, which means either or a space, the primordial, unmanifested substance from which all reality is born. These records are held in this energetic field, accessible not with our five senses, but through a tuned and elevated consciousness. You might be thinking, how can I possibly access something so immense? The secret is, you're already doing it in small bursts. Every flash of intuition about a person, every moment of deja vu, every unexplainable resonance with a place or a piece of art, that's you, momentarily tapping into the records. To do it consciously, you have to understand that access isn't granted by some external gatekeeper. You hold the key to your own records. What governs your ability to access them is your vibrational state, the purity of your intention, and your willingness to receive information without the filter of your ego. The first step is to establish a clear, sacred intention. In a meditative state, state clearly in your mind, with love and for the highest good of all, I ask for access to my Akashic records to understand my soul contract and my path of service. Your intention acts as a vibrational password. Next, visualize yourself entering a sanctuary of light. This could be a crystalline library, a peaceful garden, or just a boundless space of soft, glowing light. The form doesn't matter, but the feeling of being in a sacred, protected space does. Ask to be shown your personal record. It might appear as an ancient book, a shimmering orb of light, or simply a knowing that the information is now available to you. Again, allow the imagery to arise naturally, in a way that resonates with your own inner world. Once you feel connected, begin asking specific questions about your current contract. What is my soul's primary objective in this life? What key challenges did I script for my growth? Which souls did I agree to have significant encounters with? And what is our shared purpose? The information can flow in various ways. You might see images or full scenes from past lives that directly relate to your current blocks or talents. You might just receive a data download, a sudden, clear understanding of something. You might hear words or feel a shift in your emotional or energetic body. A powerful technique is to ask to witness the planning session for your current life. See yourself as a being of light, alongside guides and soul companions, choosing your upcoming experiences. You might witness the moment you chose your specific challenges, talents, and even the people who agreed to play key roles in your story. The records can also reveal the root of present-day issues. An inexplicable phobia may be traced back to its origin in another lifetime. A profound and natural skill may be seen in the lifetimes you spent mastering it. An intense karmic bond with someone can be understood by seeing the history you share across incarnations. But here is a critical warning. Do not get so fixated on past lives that you abandon your present one. The records are a tool for present-day empowerment, not a form of spiritual escapism. Your soul's focus is always on your current evolution. A very practical use is to consult the records for major life decisions. Does this new job align with my soul's purpose? Does this relationship serve our mutual growth? Is moving to this new city part of my contract's path? The records can also illuminate your dormant spiritual gifts. You might discover that your soul has mastered energy healing, clairaudience, or lucid dreaming in other lives, and these gifts are now ready to be brought back online. Remember that accessing the Akashic records is a spiritual muscle. Your first attempts might feel subtle or fragmented, but with consistent practice and reverence, the connection becomes stronger and more lucid. It is vital to journal what you receive. Insights that feel confusing initially might make perfect sense weeks later, when a life event confirms the information you were given. Always close your session with deep gratitude. Thank your guides, your higher self, and the universal intelligence for granting you access to this profound wisdom. And above all, commit to using what you learn with integrity, love, and for the benefit of all. Let me know, is exploring the Akashic records something you'd want a deep dive on? I have studied this for years and am curious if a full, dedicated course would serve this community. A complete step-by-step guide. No one comes into your life by chance. Every person of consequence, from your greatest cheerleader to your toughest adversary, is a soul who signed up for a role in your story. These are your soul-level agreements, and decoding these relationships is a master key to unlocking your entire contract. There are several distinct types of soul contracts, each designed for a different purpose in your and the other soul's journey. Some are for comfort and support, others for friction and growth. Some for healing ancient wounds, others for building something new together. Let's start with the ally souls. These are the people who arrive to provide a helping hand, a flash of inspiration, or a guiding light. This could be the mentor who saw your potential, the friend who appeared out of nowhere during a crisis, or the teacher who unlocked a passion in you. These souls agreed to act as your earthly angels, delivering encouragement, wisdom, or a critical opportunity at just the right moment. But not all contracts feel like a warm hug. There are also the catalyst souls, the people who trigger you, challenge you, and provoke your growth through conflict. Before you label these people as your enemies, Understand this: they are playing a part you requested. On a soul level, you knew you needed to forge resilience, courage, or forgiveness, and these souls volunteered to be the very challenge that would help you do it. Think of that person who just grates on you, who knows exactly which buttons to push. They might be a mirror, reflecting a shadow aspect of yourself you need to heal, or they might be the abrasive force, pushing you to finally set boundaries, speak your truth, or stand your ground. The purpose isn't to break you, it's to build you. Soul family is another critical category. These are the souls with whom you have an extensive shared history across many lifetimes. They appear as your parents, siblings, spouses, children, and closest friends. There's often a deep, instant knowing with these souls, a sense of having known them forever, because you have. These souls often make pacts to incarnate together repeatedly, chipping away at shared lessons or supporting each other's long-term missions. A fascinating aspect of soul family is role swapping. A soul who was your mother in one life might be your daughter in this one. A past life adversary could now be your most trusted friend. This happens so that souls can experience all facets of a dynamic, gaining a complete 360-degree understanding of the energy they are working to master together. Soulmates are frequently misunderstood. Most people believe a soulmate is the one perfect romantic partner. But the truth is, a soulmate is any soul that resonates at a similar vibrational frequency and has a significant growth contract with you. You can have many soulmates, and they can show up as friends, mentors, family members, or even powerful catalysts. Relationships with soulmates feel electric because of the profound recognition between your souls. But electric doesn't always mean easy. Often, soulmates come together to resolve very specific, complex karma, which requires radical honesty and rapid evolution. They are the souls who love you enough to push you to become more of who you truly are. Then there is the twin flame concept, a soul believed to be your direct energetic counterpart. These encounters are exceptionally rare and typically occur when both souls have achieved a very high level of spiritual maturity. If you're asking, is this person my twin flame? The answer is almost certainly no. When the meeting happens, there is no question. So, how can you discern the type of contract you have with the important people in your orbit? Look at the dynamic. Who in your life consistently teaches you something vital, even through difficulty? Who do you feel a timeless connection with? Who ignites your strongest emotions, be it overwhelming love or intense frustration? People who appear at major crossroads in your life often have mission-specific contracts. The stranger who gave you advice that changed your career trajectory. The nurse you connected with during a health crisis. The new person who moved in next door right after a major breakup. These are not accidents, they are divinely timed arrivals. Children always represent profound soul contracts. They choose you not just for a family experience, but for a specific purpose. They may have chosen you because you are uniquely equipped to teach them something they need, or because they are the teacher and you are the student. Often, children are highly evolved souls who incarnate to accelerate the spiritual growth of their parents. Karmic romantic relationships are those defined by an almost fatalistic magnetic pull, coupled with significant turmoil. These bonds are designed for the express purpose of resolving old business from past lives. They can be incredibly healing, where patterns are finally broken, or they can become painful feedback loops until the core lesson is integrated. One of the most freeing realizations is that not every relationship is designed to last a lifetime. Some contracts are for a specific chapter. A person comes in, delivers their medicine, and then the paths diverge naturally. That is not a failure. It is a successful completion of a sacred agreement. The key is to view all significant relationships through the lens of awareness and gratitude. Even the souls who caused you pain were, on a spiritual level, honoring an agreement to help you grow. This absolutely does not mean you should tolerate abuse or stay in unhealthy situations. It means you can extract the lesson, find the wisdom in the wound, and use it to make more empowered choices going forward. When you can see that the key players in your life are not random actors, but spiritual allies on your evolutionary path, your relationships transform. You begin to take things less personally and see the magnificent, cosmic choreography that you are all a part of.